say you love me, I say you're crazy. When half of my heart is in. You're not my love, I'm more like a brother. Known since we were like 10. Havana, una. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. Havana, don't go look at me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going away without a fight. Yeah, I knew him forever in a minute. And Papa said he got Milo in him. He got haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. Don't go look at me with that look in your eyes. You really ain't going away without a fight. You can't be reasoned with, I'm done being polite. I told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. Take it away. On met la tête dans le sable quand j'essaie de m'élever. J'entends les darons me dire ouais t'as ça dans les veines mon petit. Je le vois quand tout monte sur la scène. Et pendant tout ce temps-là mes lunettes cachent mes cernes. À vrai dire j'observe depuis toujours. J'apprends quand tout tousse. J'entends mais je fais les sourds. Qu'est-ce dentro ma migana. Migana gana gana. Mena yemger kumara. Yemger kumara mana. Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S.
Ah, Joshua, how are you doing today, said Andy. Oh, I'm doing fine, said Joshua. Just shunting some cars, and I should be good. I already done it. Okay, said Andy. Do you have any jobs? Then the controller came. Andy and Ethan and Ty, I want you to take a freight train up to the mountains in the Razorback Classic area. It's a pretty long freight train, so you have to do some shunting in the yards in the mountains in Razorback Classic. If you know what I'm talking about, it's probably the hill where like passenger trains transfer. See ya tomorrow. Ooh, you're going up to the mountains in Razorback Classic? What's wrong with that, said Ty. Anything wrong up there? What's wrong up there, said Isabella. Is there something up in the mountains? Said Isabella again. Probably nothing up there. There's actually a ghost, said Joshua. For real? Said Ty. I don't believe in that. Yeah, there's actually a ghost, said Joshua again. For real? Said Ethan. For real, said Joshua. Let's get into the story. Once upon a time, the Santa Fe F7A had problems with the engine, so a steam engine decided to pick it up and bring it to its destination. They checked everything with the couplings and the engine, and they were ready to go. Every train was waiting for this passenger to pass, and the passenger is starting to go. Nothing quite happened, but as we read more about the story, something will happen. The Santa Fe 210-2 was having a good time pulling the passenger train going down the hill. Then the engineer slowed down the steam engine to check for the couplings to make sure everything looks good. Suddenly, the steam engine started moving by itself. The driver luckily ran to the Santa Fe F7 to get up on the cab, so they could avoid getting a derailment. The drivers of the F7A pulled the throttle back to stop this 210-2, but it was no use. The Santa Fe steam engine was heavier than the F7A. They don't know how this 210-2 was moving. If they had like 2 A units, they could have stopped this easily. But since this was a light passenger train, they only had 1 A unit and B unit. The driver put on the brakes to stop the 210-2, and nothing happened. It was pulling so hard that it broke the couplings between the tender and the A unit. Crap, said the Santa Fe F78. That 210-2 went away. Call the other engines. And the 210-2 ran away from the passenger train. But luckily, there was a freight train and sidings ahead. And the engines chased the 210-2. And the chase was on. As the 2 engines were ready to go. Come on, catch that engine up, said the Santa Fe SD4-2. I could stop it. And they did. But quickly the engines quitted trying to stop the 210-2, and the driver watched it go by in the distance. But the 210-2 was going so fast, it derailed, and it fell into a stream. The 2 engines heard a loud noise in the distance, so they decided to go up to the mountains and call the dispatch. A few minutes later, the 2 engines were going up to the mountains. They also heard a loud noise too. They don't know where it came from, but the 2 engines still went up to the mountains. Anyways, if you go up to the mountains at night in October, you will hear like whistles, some strange noises, creepy sounds. They're the same thing, I guess, said Joshua. Ooh, said Santa Fe SD4-2 Andy. So, is this actually real? Said Andy. Ha! Said Joshua. It isn't real. My driver made it up, said Joshua. They just made it for jokes. Right, said Ty. Anyway, I gotta turn around and go back to the sheds so I could like sleep. So then Andy decoupled his train and he was going to run around to go back to the sheds.